have illiterate and literate person in terms of writing and other things. But in terms of education, all of us are educated. Because if you take any field, that professional in that field have an education in trying to exhibit the expertise and the professionality in him. But the only thing that we have, contrary to those that can be able to read and write, is we call them literate and illiterate. So the best legacy we can give to our children is this education. So if we want to try the other side of it, definitely we are going to find ourselves in a society whereby we cannot control and manage our children. So education is the bedrock and the vehicle and instrument for change that can drive the society to prosperity. Without education, all of us cannot be here. So please, let us bear in mind that we all need education. And this education is what will make us to be professional and expert so that we can contribute toward the development of the society. So now, the next aspect in education is the school. School is run with the curriculum. This curriculum is rich enough, whereby the government has already stated this is how the school is going to be run. There should be nursery education, after it then the primary education, after it then the secondary education. So at middle school, the purpose and the aim, according to the National Policy on Education, is to make a child to be familiar with the environment of the school rather than the home, to make a shift, a paradigm shift, whereby the child can come and work and be familiar with the terrain of the school, so that he can now start living in a group, looking at other people, doing corporate activities, and along the line, get the knowledge of numbers and alphabets. Then in primary school, the main objective is to inculcate the permanent numeracy and permanent literacy and ability for the child to communicate effectively in English and in the mother tongue. At secondary school, it is an avenue to prepare them for what? For being self-reliant, so that they can depend on themselves and contribute toward the development of the society. While at tertiary institution, the national policy says it is an avenue for the children or for the learner to be able to become a professional and even employ other persons under him. So now, the battleground here is this jumping of classes. It's just like you want to build a house. After laying the foundation, the next one is development stage. You say no, you don't want your child to learn how to put the bricks and other blocks to build a house. You want him to go to roofing. Are you helping him? The answer is what? No. If he jumped primary 2 and moved to primary 3, there are those things in curriculum that are basis for him in that primary 2 for him to learn and acquire, so that he can be what? He can be a professional in life. But we said no. You don't want him to learn whatever is there in primary 2. You want him to move to primary 3, then to primary 4. My question to all of you there who are parents, have you joined your classes while you are in primary and secondary school? Wallahi, the answer is no. None of you enjoy that kind of a, what I call parent influence, not a privilege. Unless if you are age, you are underage. But if it's somebody that was in school in 80s and 90s, there is nothing like a jump of class. Jump of class just to come whenever a child is very, very brilliant. Sometimes that one used to be considered that his mental ability, physical ability, chronological age, and other intellectual capacity is beyond the present class. Then he will be promoted, not jumping, but rather what? Promoted. Promotion is an award, is a recognition of doing something good or better. Then he will now be promoted to that class. So now it become a giving. You are not be paying what is inculcating and be trained to your children. The skill they are acquiring. Try the government school that is near you. Go there, don't day, you will see the result. The result definitely will be what? They are not paying. You are doing good to yourself, not to the school. Because if this our children can have a very good education, at the end of the day that you attended, to go there and even say thank you teachers, but your parents are enjoying you one by one now because of the education you received from that school. So now, I want to call our attention. This kind of terrain need to be changed automatically. Lagos State government has already banned this kind of menace because of the rampant jumping and skipping of classes. They came up with a law. Once your child is in school, whatever name of the school, either government, either private, either charitable, either religious school, he must to follow from primary 1 to primary 6, JSS 1 to JSS 3. Let me take us to the national policy on education. Education must be the acquisition of appropriate skills and the development of mental, physical abilities and competencies as equipment for individual to live and contribute to the development of the society. So if you jump a class, how can you have the mental and physical competencies and contribute toward the development of the society? The next item according to national policy says acquisition of competency necessary for self-reliance. We want all the children here to be self-reliant after their school. If they jump a class, how can they be self-reliant? Cannot be there. Lifelong education should be the basis of nation educational policy, not what? Short-term life education. We need long-term training, long time of training. You cannot just come today and go back tomorrow and say you are a professional. You are not. The next one is says educational activity should be centered on the learner for maximum self-development and self-fulfillment. So there must be what? There must be policies that will be centered on the learner. So you said your child will not stay in that class, you have moved him to the other class. How can he get that skills? There is no way. Then the last aspect, the policy says advancement from one class to another should be based on continuous assessment. So how can you move a child from primary 4 to primary 5 without having his continuous assessment? That's such no. So he must have the continuous assessment that will qualify him to move to that class. Otherwise, there will be a very big break whereby cannot be filled up. So parents should take note of this. PTA chairman, he was here, I didn't see him now. PTA chairman should do the needful to ensure that this kind of terrain stopped in this school, so that let these children have the required education, the required skills, and the required competencies. Because any certificate that is awarded in a school, it is awarded based on two things. One, based on character, and the other one based on learning. That is why during convocation, tertiary institution used to say, we want to confer on you this certificate in recognition of your character and learning. That is, you conducted yourself in the school, and today you are going to be awarded the certificate of being patient and tolerance with everything that you find yourself in that school. Then with what, Kuma? Learning. With the learning that you have undergone within that period. So if you remove him from a class, he will not have the ability to get the comprehensive learning activity, the skills and the knowledge that are there in that particular class. Two, he may end up in tertiary institution with a very low age. He will be there as a naive, meeting with those grown-up children. So from there, your child can face a lot of problems. If he falls into the hands of a very wrong children there, definitely he is going to belong to that group, because his age cannot allow him to differentiate between what is good and what is what bad. Then sometimes they will find themselves there without even knowing what to do, because they are not being fully guided and doesn't have the required skills for him to be fit into that tertiary institution. Then another thing is education. Ask yourself, we have social studies in primary and junior secondary school, but we don't have social studies in senior secondary school, but we have social studies in tertiary education. Why? We don't have integrated science or basic science in senior secondary school, but we have it in primary and junior secondary school. We have a department of integrated science in tertiary institution. Why? Because at primary and junior secondary school, the brain capacity of the children cannot be able to take geography, physics, biology, and chemistry. That is why they are integrated together and called integrated science or basic science and technology. So at senior secondary school, it is assumed that the mental capacity of the children can be able to take physics, biology, and chemistry. That is why it is disbanded, nothing like integrated science at the senior secondary school. The same thing applied with social studies. The brain cannot take economics, history, and government at the junior secondary school and primary school. But at secondary school, the brain can be able to contain that. But you said no. You don't want your child to even understand those basics. You want him to jump and start studying chemistry, physics, and biology, whereby government has already known that the brain of that your child at that age cannot contain that education. What are you doing? You are misguiding your child. As I said, I didn't jump school. I followed it from primary 1 to primary 6, SS1 to SS3. So that's how it is supposed to be. So these consequences have a serious negative effect on our children. So next one is the contribution of parents towards their student development. How will you contribute? There was a debate here. Some are saying responsibilities of the failures are on the teachers, which is very, very wrong. I didn't believe in that. I'm a teacher. We are to guide, we are to mentor, we are to counsel, we are monitors, we are evaluators, we are planners, we are so many, we are managers. There is no way a teacher can lead to the failure of his work, of his child. To me, one of the failure is from the parent by the time you ask him to jump a class. So please, parents should come together to ensure that schools are run smoothly and at the same time give their own quota by paying school fees. Another children came here saying, parents, listen to your children, children, we are the leaders of tomorrow, try and pay your school fees. But the children didn't go there. Say, parents, try and pay your school fees. So I told you, parents, try and pay your school, because we want them to be the leaders of tomorrow. The last one is insulting of teachers. Please, parents, please, do your parents insult your teachers? Wallahi no. Wallahi no. I don't know how many times I was pro. You say that's the process of learning. But nowadays, if there is a small understanding, you rush and come to the school. Report to the head teacher or to the principal. So teachers beat my child. Please make an inquiry. Not to just come and start harassing the teachers and insulting them. Remember, this is the second agent of socialization after home. This great institution, this great school, for organizing this event, and from what I am seeing, definitely the outcome is very, very fantastic. I want to congratulate the graduating student